Guess that fucking works. How's it going, everybody? Dakota Franson here, and as you can tell by the various little doodads, I ran into a little bit of a problem. No, this isn't turned into some sort of mechanic channel, because I am nowhere near fucking smart enough when it comes to automobiles in order to safely give certain advice. And if I were to give certain advice and it actually pans out to be legitimate advice when it comes to vehicles, it's because if I know about it, I fucking broke it. They're just troublesome things, aren't they? So my little issue, in case any of you were wondering, besides being too fucking tall to do this shit without stretching out my back, it's already fucked up from when I was in Southeast Asia and playing with elephants. I slipped on a little bridge in a garden and busted my ass, quite literally. So my entire spine is a little out of whack, but we make do. So, and for those of you wondering, I basically ran into some overheating issues. I replaced the thermostat. Don't know why I'm doing this voice. I replaced the thermostat. And while it did seem to show some sort of improvement, the fuel gauge was still acting up. And the next logical conclusion, in hoping to try to fix this on my own, because I cannot afford a fucking mechanic bill right now, or hardly any bill really, but especially a mechanic, it was the temperature sensor, and this fucking thing has been hard to find the appropriate fitting part because, well, Dakota's trying to act like he knows what he's talking about, and quite frankly, he doesn't. To which I just want to say to everyone in the audience, if you find yourself fortunate enough to have people around you willing to help you out in these times of need, times of crises, times of vehicle repair, that's not necessarily a crisis, but still a pain in the ass either way. You fucker. Screw in, you piece of... I don't know how far this is supposed to go in. Anyway, don't let any of my ladies hear me say that. I just want to say this, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps towards the younger members of the audience. I know you're there. Hello. Pardon my language. God damn you. If you're lucky enough to have someone in your life willing to help you out, willing to show you how to repair certain things, like I was at one point, do yourselves a favor and listen to what they have to say. Granted, I was a child at the time, and as usual, was not very interested in dealing with cars, and I just thought, I'll get a fucking mechanic to help me fix if I ran into any sort of problems. My grandfather, bless his soul, did try to help me, try to show me a few things. I'll be honest, I wish I listened. I did listen because it was my grandfather, but he also, because I was also a grandchild, and he figured it wasn't worth the fight, he didn't really push the issue. My uncles also tried to step in. They were a little bit more aggressive, and quite frankly, because I thought they were being assholes, I did not want to deal with them either. But the truth be told, I did listen to a few bits, and that's why I was able to somewhat figure a couple things out on my own. And in this regard, and while my uncles are still among us, they're already preoccupied with life, as one is with child now, and the other, while he is a little bit in closer proximity, he has 3 children, 2 of which are twin girls, who are about the age where teenage-itis will start setting in, so you can imagine the type of workload he has on his hands. So that's the lesson for today. If you're fortunate enough to have people around you willing to help however they may, please, for the love of God, listen to what they have to say. Hear them out, if they're actually good at what they do. Because there may come a time where they're no longer around, not able to show you these things. Much like how I feel right now in regards to quite listening to my grandfather when he tried to show me these things. You'll find yourself wishing you had. But we move on. We power through. That's what's important. We can't let our losses to people we lost inhibit us. Because they wouldn't want that, would they? If they genuinely loved you, they would not want you to use the death as an excuse to lay around sulking, making yourself feel miserable. They would want you to grow, prosper, learn. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to be better, trying to not feel as totally useless when it comes to car issues. Granted, I have learned something new, a couple new things, as a matter of fact. So this experience has not been a total loss. And rightly so. I'm not being paid to say this engagement whatsoever, but to the ladies at Napa Auto Parts in Buhl, Idaho, thank you for actually, trying to be helpful. I do appreciate it. Come on, that's all for today. Fuck. I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna take a break.